Welcome to Smet and our little town on the prairie that is not so little, really. We have a lot happening in Smet, and we're very proud of how progressive we are here. We have new businesses, we have a lot of action happening, and along with that, of course, we have our heritage with the Laura Ingalls Wilder that really has been such a unique thing for Smet and brings a lot of tourists to Smet every year. Really fortunate to have. It's like 40,000 tourists every year that come for Laura Ingalls Wilder. So Lake Thompson that's nearby brings a lot of fishermen and hunters to Smet. That's the largest natural lake in South Dakota, and it's very good fishing. I think one of the things that most people don't realize is how many gift shops we have here in Smet. We are so fortunate with our tourist trade that comes, but then also we draw from quite a large area around. And so we have 8 gift shops in Smet. We have the Loftus store that has the gifts, and the flower shop that's connected with that. And then we also have the Smet Trading Company that's new, and then Ward's store that is one of the unique places in the whole area. In fact, KSFY just did a feature on them because of how unique they are. It's the store has been in Smet for many years, and in fact, it was the old opera house that is still up above. It's the coffee shop, and that's where the seniors have their meat meals, and it's like the old general store that you used to visit or think about in the old days. And of course, it's a gathering place for a lot of the people, so you can hear a lot of good stories there too. With you stop in for coffee there and talk to some of the locals that know some of the good stories. We have so many things to do that you can spend 2 or 3 days here. We have family reunions that come and stay out at the homestead in one of the covered wagon you can rent. And they're really fun. They've got bunk beds in them. And then also they have a couple cabins there that you can rent. And then our motels, we have some nice motels here too, but there's the Laura Ingalls Wilder Society, and they have tours that last about an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours. There's also a discovery center with that the children can make things there, and they have like activities like Laura and her friends would have been doing in their day and age. It's really fun for the kids there. And then also the house that Pa built for the family to live in while they were here in Smet. They lived in that house until the Pa and Ma's death. So it's really historic things that we have here for people to see. And then along with that is the Ingalls homestead, where they actually Pa and the family, when they first homesteaded here in Smet, that's where they lived, and that's where Laura wrote about. And so then she walked across the big slough into Smet, and that was from this homestead. Oh my gosh, the kids just love it. You can spend 2 or 3 days there with all the activities. You ride in covered wagons. They have an actual schoolhouse with a teacher in the school that you put on bonnets, and the kids, it's just like the old country school like Laura went to and taught in. And then they have many rides with the wagons and the horses and the covered wagons, and the kids get to hold on to the reins of the horse. And I know my grandkids, even as they get older, they want to come and go to the homestead and spend an afternoon there. And then we also have the tours. There's a new welcome center in town that gives tours out in the country with El Manzo's homestead and the Silver Lake, and those tours are just so informative and something new that we hadn't had before, that people ask where those areas are, and now we have someone that can actually take you there and show them and tell you the stories behind all of that. And then each of these places also has a gift shop and other memorabilia that is just so fun to see. Smet has a large industrial park that people are not aware of. We have 6 large manufacturing companies, and and are very proud of the work that those companies do. One is a large medical company that makes syringes, diabetics, and so that is just and some of our windows and doors companies are international, where they have products like at the World Trade Center and some of those places that we're so proud of, that people just don't know what's happening in DeSmet. And then of course the new event center that we have is just the pride of DeSmet. That is one that we built with all donated funds, almost all donated funds. That was a $4.8 million project. And now we have this event and wellness center that includes a theater that's a great place for conferences and weddings, and it is busy all the time. There's a walking path inside that people can just come in and walk no matter the weather, and that's for free. And then the wellness center that's a part of it. And so we have something going on there constantly every day, and that draws a lot of people from around the area too, because of our central location. Because I like people to just be able to see the inside. When you walk in, you just say, wow, this is awesome. So for a town our size, that center is just so neat, and such a good story of how that got built and the funds raised, and now how it is a part of the community, that everyone in the community really feels that it's theirs and a part of it. So we have lots happening in DeSmet, and are so proud of it. And so we thank Joan and all for all the time that she's doing to help us to get the story out about DeSmet.